very welcome to join me today for this dynamic Hatha yoga practice where we will be looking at building heat or fire in the body, creating a sense of energy, an improved sense of energy. You should feel really refreshed and rejuvenated after this class. Always listen to your body, guys. If anything doesn't feel good, remember, respect and listen, and maybe leave anything out if it doesn't feel good for you today. You're welcome to join me. We're going to start off at the end or the front of our mat in Tadasana. So those feet are hip width apart, guys. And we ground into the big toe, the baby toe, the center of the heel. The knees are a little bit soft as we draw the tailbone gently down, lifting up through our pelvic floor muscles or mula bandha. Drawing the navel gently in and up as we soften down through the bottom two ribs, rolling those shoulders back and down as we draw the chin gently back and tip it down an inch, and lengthening up through the whole of the body. Feeling the earth connect you underneath your feet, grounding into the earth. And we're starting to move as we breathe. Big inhale, sweep the arms to the side body and up, palms touch. We can look to the thumbs. As we exhale, hinge from the hips, allow the arms to come down, hands towards the heart, head down towards the toes. Hands to the shins, inhale, we lengthen back long, legs long, creating space. Exhale, we fold, head down towards those toes, relax the neck. Bending those knees, inhale, sweep the arms to the side body and up, follow with the eyes, palms touch, exhaling, hands to the heart center and down. Inhale, we sweep those arms to the sides up, warming the body. Exhale, hinging forward, hands, thighs, follow the hands as we fold forward. Inhale, we bring length back long, legs long, belly in, lifting through the chin, exhale, head to the toes. Bending those knees, inhale, we sweep the arms to the side body and up, palms touch. And exhaling, hands to the heart center and down. And again, inhale, we sweep those arms. Exhaling, hinge forward, keep lifting the hip bones, head down towards the toes. Hands to the shins, press away from the shins as we lengthen belly in. Exhale, we fold. Opening into the hamstrings and the lower back. Bending the knees deeply, inhaling, sweeping the arms to the side body and up, palms touch. And exhaling, hands to the heart center and down. 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar now. Inhaling, we sweep. Exhaling, we hinge forward. Soften those knees if you need to, head to the toes. Inhaling, we lengthen back long, legs long, lifting through the chin. Exhale, we fold, bend the knees, plant the hands, step or jump back to high plank, inner elbows roll in. Remember to use the knees if you wish as you exhale, Chaturanga. Inhaling, sweeping to Cobra. And as we exhale, roll over those toes to dog head down. Inhaling, looking between the thumbs, step, jump or float between the hands. And as we exhale, we fold. Bending the knees, inhale, sweeping the arms to the side body and up, building that prana. And exhaling, hands to the heart center and down. Inhale, we sweep. Exhaling, hinge forward, keep hinging, keep lengthening, head down towards the toes. The inhale lengthens the body back long, legs long. Exhale, we fold, bend the knees, plant the hands, step or jump back to high plank and lower Chaturanga. Inhaling to up dog or cobra. And exhaling to dog head down. Looking between the thumbs, bend the knees, step, jump or float between the hands, lengthen, exhale, we fold. Bending the knees, inhale, sweep the arms to the side body and up. And as we exhale, hands to the heart center and down. One more, guys, inhaling, we sweep. Really connecting to that breath, allowing each movement to start and end with the breath. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we fold, bend the knees, plant the hands, step or jump back to high plank. Make sure the shoulders are in line with the wrists, the fingers are spread. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhaling to up dog or cobra. And exhaling to dog head down. Inhaling, we step or jump or float between the hands and lengthen. And exhale, we fold. Bend the knees, inhaling, sweeping the arms to the side body and up, palms touch. And exhaling, hands to the heart center and down. Surya Namaskar B, inhaling, we sweep, palms touch as we exhale. Set those hips down, really lengthening through those side bodies, inhaling, lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward, straighten the legs, head to the toes. Inhaling, half back, back long, legs long. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, plant the hands, step or jump back to high plank. Remember your options. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, roll the shoulders back and down, away from the ears. And exhaling, dog head down. Inhaling, we lift that right leg and step it between the hands, grounding the left heel down, sweeping those arms up for warrior one. Warrior one. And exhale. Cartwheel the hands down, stepping right foot back to high plank and lower chaturanga. Inhaling to up dog or cobra. And exhaling to dog head down. Inhaling, that left leg lifts and steps between the hands, sweeping those arms up, flicking those right toes gently out. Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, strong in the core, step back to high plank and lower chaturanga. Inhaling to up dog or cobra. And exhaling to dog head down. Bend the knees, step, jump or float between the hands. And exhale, we fold. Bend the knees deeply, setting the bottoms back, inhaling back to Uttanasana squat. Exhaling, soften the shoulders, take a little lower. Begin inhaling, pressing out of the feet, baby back bend. And exhaling, hands to the heart center and down. And again, inhale, we sweep. Start to feel the heat building in the body. Exhale, Uttanasana. Tailbone shines under, big inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to the heart and hinge forward. Inhale, we lengthen back, long legs long. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, step or jump back to high plank and lower chaturanga. Inhaling to up dog or cobra. And exhaling to dog head down. To make it a little bit more dynamic, right leg lifts up. Look between the thumbs, we kick up, bring that right foot forward, left leg back. Inhaling, sweeping up to warrior one. Hips are square. Exhaling, cartwheeling the hands down, step the right leg back, strong in the core as we lower chaturanga. Inhaling, sweep to up dog or cobra. Up dog, thighs and knees are lifted. Exhaling, dog head down. Inhaling, that left leg lifts up, look between the thumbs. We can jump that left leg forward, right leg back. Inhaling, we sweep up, right hip forward, warrior one. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Step left leg back to high plank and lower chaturanga. Inhaling to up dog or cobra. And exhale to dog head down. Bend the knees, step, jump or float between the hands and lengthen. And exhale, we fold. Bending the knees, inhale, sweep the arms to the side body and up. And exhaling, hands to the heart center and down. Last one, inhale, we sweep. Exhale, set those hips down, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, hands to the heart, hinge forward, head to the toes. Big inhale, we lengthen. Pushing away from those shins. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, plant the hands, step or jump back to high plank. Fuse the knees to the toes as we lower. Inhale to up dog or cobra. And exhale to dog head down. Right leg lifts up, we can look between the thumbs and we can jump that right foot forward, left leg back. Inhaling to warrior one. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, steps back to high plank and lower chaturanga. Inhaling to up dog or cobra. And exhaling to dog head down. Left leg lifts up, look between the thumbs. We can jump that left foot forward, right leg back. Inhale, whoops, sweep those arms forwards and up. Lunge. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down either side of that left foot. Stepping back to high plank and we lower chaturanga. Inhale, sweeping to up dog or cobra. And exhaling to dog, head down. Look between those thumbs, bend the knees, step, jump, or float between the hands as we lengthen. Exhale, we fold. Bend the knees, Uttanasana. Inhale, we sweep the body up. Exhale, soften your hips a little low. Inhale, we lengthen, baby back bend. And exhaling, hands to the heart center. Arms down to the sides now as we step the feet nice and wide. About 4 or 5 feet apart, 4 to 4.5 feet apart. Reaching through those arms, we're going to start to insert asanas or postures and then keep the flow going with the sun salutation. So we go into the right side first. So let's turn that left foot in, whole of the right leg out, guys. Right heel's in line with the left instep. Lengthen through that waist, shoulders are relaxed. Engage those thighs, right knees a little bit soft. Inhale, reach as far out as you can. Feel the pull in the right inner thigh. Exhale, right arm down. Left arm lifts up, guys. Think of stretching between 2 panes of glass. Lifting strongly into that back instep. Really rooting the feet into the ground. Feeling that connection to the earth. Gently rolling left shoulder back, right shoulder forward. Not allowing the right shoulder to collapse. Feeling that breath all around the middle part of the body. That expansion and contraction. You might feel all the little stabilizing muscles in the body, keeping you still as you hold this beautiful standing, strengthening posture. Big inhale, push out of the feet, roll back up. Both feet face center. We turn that right foot in, the whole of the left leg out. Big inhale, we reach as far left as we can. Exhale, left arm down. Right arm reaches up, guys. Really reaching up through the right, reaching down through the left, rolling right shoulder back, left shoulder forward. Strong in those quads and those thighs. Rolling the inner thighs away from each other, guys. Not allowing that head to relax. Left knee may be a little bit soft. Lateral stretching improves how we think. Improves our lateral thinking. Nice breath in. As we exhale, cartwheel the hands over that left leg, stepping back to high plank, shoulders forward, and we slowly lower Chaturanga. Inhaling, sweeping to up dog or cobra, and exhaling to dog, head down. Look between the thumbs, bend the knees, step, jump, or float between those hands as we lengthen. And exhale, head to the toes. Bending the knees, inhale, we sweep those arms to the side body and up, palms touch. Exhaling, hands to the heart center and down. And we step to the front of the mat again, or the nice and wide stance, feet 4 to 4.5 feet apart. Again, we reach through those arms, the left foot turns in, the whole of the right leg out. Big inhale, we lift and lengthen, engage those thighs. As we exhale, Virabhadrasana 2, lunging over that right knee. Drawing the left shoulder back, keep the length in that waist. Keep rolling the right knee back in line with the baby toe. Eyes can look over that right thumb, guys, as we soften and drop down through the pelvis. Back instep is lifting. Really feeling that expansion. You might feel the heat starting to generate in the body. The heart rate starting to lift. The sweat starting to form. Inhale now, we straighten the legs, palms can touch, feet face forward. Exhale, we reach again, right foot in, whole of the left leg out. Big inhale, lengthen, exhale, lunging over that left knee. Drawing the left knee away, lifting through the right instep, rotating those inner thighs away. Drawing the right shoulder back in line with the hip. Eyes look over that left. Shoulders are relaxed. Tuning into the breath. That expansion and contraction. Do you feel the breath all around the body? Nice breath in as we exhale, cartwheel the hands. Either side of that left foot, fingers are nice and wide. And as we exhale, Chaturanga, elbows hug past the ribs. Inhaling to up dog or cobra. And exhaling to dog head down. Look between the thumbs, bend the knees, step, jump or float between the hands and lengthen. And exhale, we fold. Bend the knees, inhale, sweep the arms to the side body and up. And exhaling, hands to the heart center and down. And again, we step nice and wide. Hands onto the waist this time for a nice forward fold with the legs wide. Lifting through the insteps, engaging and rotating the thighs. Big inhale again, lovely and long. Stops any compression on the spine as we exhale. Hinge forward from the hips. Even keep drawing the chin forward as you lift your buttock bones up and draw your bottom bones back. Insteps, keep lifting, thighs are engaged. If it feels good, exhaling, slowly lowering down a little bit more. If those hands go to the floor, wonderful. If not, the hands can stay on those hips, or you might want to have a few blocks or a few books that you can place your hands on. And we stay here, guys. Keep lifting the hip bones up. Feel that stretch into the pelvis, into the groins. Relax through the shoulders. To deepen it on the exhale, we can soften down a little bit more. Even taking the hands behind you so the fingertips face away. And you can walk those hands back, encouraging the head a little bit closer towards the mat. Hip bones lift up, hip bones push back, guys. We can walk those hands forward. And let's cartwheel the hands over to the left side, either side of the left foot as we step back to high plank and slowly lower Chaturanga. Inhaling to up dog or cobra and exhale to dog head down. Look between those thumbs, bend those knees, step, jump or float between the hands and lengthen. And exhale, we fold. Bended knees, inhale, sweep the arms to the side body and up, palms touch. Exhaling, hands to the heart center and down. And again, we step wide, one more, lovely. Forward bend with the legs wide this time if you want to open the shoulders. Let's bring our hands behind our back. You can either bind those hands and think of squeezing the palms together to open the shoulders. If this is too much, hold on to the elbows. Again, on an inhale, we lengthen, we feel that breath coming into the body. And as we exhale, contract the abdominals, contract the lungs as we forward fold. Head can relax. Allow the shoulders to relax as we bring those arms back. Keep squeezing those palms together. Feel that juicy, beautiful stretch into the shoulders. Even opening the mouth. Taking a few cleansing breaths here, releasing any tension, any stress. Inhale, slowly roll back up. Release that bind this time. Cartwheel the hands. Either side of that right foot, creating balance, stepping back to high plank. Shoulders forward, and as we exhale, slowly lower. Inhaling to up dog or cobra. And exhaling to dog head down. Walking the feet a little closer towards those hands now. We can look between those thumbs. Either walk between the hands or we can practice our little hops. So bring your shoulders in line with the wrists as we tip each of the feet up a little bit more. Bending those knees, and on an inhale, we start to lift. No baby elephant, see if you can land really quietly. And we land. Big inhale, we jump, step the feet, sweep those arms to the side body and up. And as we exhale, hands to the heart center and down. And again, we step nice and wide, guys. Last time, nice Parsvakonasana, then we'll move on to a balance, stretching through those arms. Lift and lengthen as we turn left foot in, whole of the right leg out. And we're strong in those legs. Nice breath in as we exhale, lunge over that right knee, bringing that right elbow in line with the knee. Reaching that left arm around. And then we lift that left shoulder up. Rolling the left side of the chest open. Right arm or left ear is in line with the bicep. Think of that lovely line from the left middle finger to the shoulder, down to the hip and down to that left ankle. Again, we're between those two panes of glass, opening into the hips. Lots of hip work today for our final pose. At the end of the session, we're going to do a nice hip opening, harder stretch. If it feels good, that right hand can go into the instep of the right foot. Try not to let the left shoulder roll forwards, guys. Soften the pelvis. Lifting that ear up. Big inhale, pressing out of the right foot. We reach back up, feet are forward. And we're going to turn that whole left leg, left heel in line with the right instep. Again, we engage, we lengthen. Exhale, lunge over that left knee, left elbow onto the knee. Soften that hip down, reaching that right arm around in line. When it can go no further, push out the left elbow, rolling the right shoulder back, right side of the chest back, reaching and lengthening through that right side of the body. Back instep is lifted. Start to feel the groins open. The hips and the pelvis start to open. Really massaging into the kidneys, into the lower back as well. To deepen the stretch, left hand goes down to the instep of the left foot, softening the pelvis down, Parsvakonasana. And we can cartwheel the hands from here, either side of that left foot. Stepping back to high plank. Shoulders forward, core engaged, and as we exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. And exhale to dog head down. Again, we can walk the feet forward. You can walk the feet between the hands, or we can start to add a few little hops. Inhale, sweeping the arms to the sides and up. And exhaling, hands to the heart center and down. Back to Tadasana now, guys. Knees are nice and soft as we go into a nice balance. And we're going to bring our body weight onto that left leg as we bend that right foot, bend the right knee. Reach that right hand behind, hold on to the right foot or ankle, or take an inside grip, whatever feels most comfortable. Left knee is soft, guys. Find that balance, that core balance. On an inhale, that left arm can lift up. And we start to create space, pressing the foot into the right hand, the hand into the foot, feeling that right shoulder open. Big inhale, we lengthen. As we exhale, we can hinge forward. Start to flex through that right foot, pushing the foot up towards the sky, squaring off through the hips. Don't hold your breath, you will fall over, guys. Keep creating that space. Inhaling, whoops, slowly roll back up. And exhaling, hands to the heart center and down. Bring your body weight now to the right foot. Knees nice and soft as we bend that left leg. Holding on to the left foot. This might be enough for you guys. Right arm can reach up as we start to create space, pressing the foot into the hand into the foot. Remember, standing knees soft. As we exhale, we hinge forward. And we start to flex the foot, pressing the left foot up towards the sky. Finding that sense of balance, focus, concentration. Inhaling, slowly release as we roll back up. And exhaling, hands to the heart center and down. Surya Namaskara. Inhale, we sweep those arms up. Let's keep the energy flowing. Exhale, we hinge forward, head to the toes. Inhale, back long, legs long. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, plant the hands, step or jump back to high plank. Choose your option as we lower. Inhaling to up dog or cobra. And exhaling to dog head down. Let's lift that right leg super high now, look between the thumbs. As we we exhale, right knee to nose, stepping right foot between the hands. Draw the back left heel in a little bit. Inhale, we push out of the feet, stretching up. Keeping both legs nice and straight, a little soften in the right knee. Bring those arms behind, either hands onto the waist or we find that bind. Engaging those thighs, lifting the chest. Exhaling, Parsvottanasana, we hinge forward. Keep lifting through the chin. Rolling the shoulders back. You can even go into a reverse prayer here, palms together, winging those elbows back and out. And we can soften over that right leg. Keep grounding in through both feet. Start to feel a sense of calm and peace and strength and flexibility. Allowing that heart rate to settle. Inhale, pressing out of the feet as we slowly roll back up now. Release those hands, sweep those arms up as we inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down either side of the right foot, step back to high plank. Choose your Chaturanga as we lower. Inhaling to up dog or cobra. And exhaling to dog head down. On an inhale, that left leg lifts super high. Exhaling, left knee to nose, pulling the belly in, stepping the left foot between the hands. Rounding into those feet and drawing the right hip forward and the left hip back. Inhale, sweep those arms forwards and up, straightening the legs, bringing the arms to the waist or holding on to the elbows or reverse prayer. Winging those elbows out for Parsvottanasana. As we exhale, encourage chin forward. Falling from those hips. When your back's nice and flat, look towards the toes. Left hip bone back, right hip bone forward. Allowing the head to lengthen, the neck to lengthen. Winging the elbows out a little bit more. If it feels good, we soften down a little bit more, guys. You're going to feel all of those stabilizing muscles working in that left foot, that left ankle. Drawing the body weight onto that back right foot. Inhaling, pressing out of the feet, we slowly roll up. Release those wrists, sweep the arms to the sides and up, bending left knee. Exhale, bring the hands either side of the left foot, stepping back to high plank. And as we exhale, choose your variation, hugging the ribs or the elbows into the ribs. Inhaling to up dog or cobra. And as we exhale, over the toes to dog head down. Look between the thumbs now as we slowly walk the feet towards the hands, crossing the ankles, bending the knees, and setting down and taking those legs forward. Coming on to the buttock bones now. Lovely little bit of abdominal work, Navasana. Let's bring those feet in. Fingers behind the knees. And we find that balance on our buttock bones. Gently arching back, really drawing in through the core, lengthening up through the neck, but drawing the chin gently back and down. See if we can lift through those toes. Shoulders are released. You may want to continue to hold on to the back of the knees, or we can reach those arms forwards. To make it stronger, we can reach the arms up, interlace the fingers, pressing the back of the head into the hands into the head. Drawing those knees up closer, the chest closer, and point through those toes. Shaky legs are okay here, guys. The thighs are working hard, the core is working hard. And we can release those arms back down. Drawing those knees in, crossing the feet, hands either side, pushing up, taking the hands forward, stepping back to high plank. And we choose our Chaturanga. Remember, leave the Chaturanga out if the body's getting tired or if it doesn't feel good. Exhaling to dog head down. Now we can cross the feet as we walk those feet forwards. If you want to do a jump through, careful of the thumbs, walk the feet up, look between the thumbs where you're going. Bend the knees and we can step or jump those feet between the hands. Again into Dandasana now. Sitting on those buttock bones. If you have a strap, you're very welcome to use it. It helps to hinge forward, but we don't want to put too much work into the neck and the shoulders. Strap around the soles of the feet or hands either side of those shins. Big inhale, again we lengthen down through the backs of those thighs. Exhale, hinge forward. Nose towards the toes. And allow the shoulders, the belly, the chest to soften down. You can hold on to the big toes with the fingers and encourage those elbows out to lengthen your body forward more. And allow the elbows to soften, the head to relax. Pressing strongly out of those feet. You may even want to hold on to the wrist as you wrap the arms behind those feet. Think about drawing your bottom bones back. And as we inhale, we release. Slowly roll back up. You'll really start to feel the heat generating in the body. Cross those ankles, pressing up. Hands step forward as we step the feet back. And we choose our Chaturanga. Inhaling to up dog or cobra. And exhaling to dog head down. Remember your options. We can look between the thumbs, cross the ankles as we walk forward. Or we can bend the knees and float between the hands. And ease back and down. Now let's go into a nice juicy little hip opener. I'm going to take you through it step by step, Hasta for Prasana. So let's bring that right leg up. I'm going to wrap that right hand underneath. And we're going to gently cradle that right leg. Left hand supports, pressing strongly into the left hand as we open into that right hip. To deepen this stretch, you can wrap your two fingers, your index, middle finger around the right toe, strong in the left hand. And we can press that right foot away, opening the shoulder and the leg. And then we can draw that right knee back. Exhale, push that right foot forward. Inhale, we can draw it back. Keep lengthening. Exhale, we press forward. Inhale, we draw back and hold. You can continue to work on that move. Or if you want to go a little bit deeper, we hold on to that left foot. And we lift that, or that right leg, lift that right leg up so we can really place that right hand on. Hand is underneath the elbow is strongly bent. And then we can allow that right leg to hang. If it doesn't hang, the arm's not going to be bent, so there's going to be nowhere for it to perch. Hands can go either side of the hips and we strongly press up. See if you can, on an inhale, lift your hips. Maybe lift the left foot. Again, we're lengthening through the waist. If you want to go into Hasta for Prasana, we're going to tuck those left toes behind the right ankle. As we push the feet over to the right, remember to keep the bend in that right elbow. And we hover. Strong in the wrist, strong, balanced pose, guys. Inhale, we push back up. And we release. Soles of the feet together as we circle those wrists. Right foot wrist might feel a little bit stiff, like it's been worked. Bringing the feet close into the pelvis now before we go into the other side. Big inhale as we lift and lengthen. As we exhale, elbows onto the knees, draw the knees down. Encourage nose to toes. And allow the upper body to relax. You can walk those hands forward. Seeing if you can open the feet like a little book. Opening into the hip flexors, the groins. Really starting to open the pelvis, work into and release tension in the lower back. And we can walk those hands back up as we slowly roll back up. Bringing those knees back in, lengthening that right leg away now. And we can lift that left leg up. And we can wrap that left hand underneath, or both hands underneath. And we start to rock that left hip. Right hand pressed strong as we lift and lengthen through the body. To deepen this stretch, you can hold on to the left toes, wrap the fingers around, lift that left heel up, drawing that left knee back. Exhale, press that left foot away. Keep lengthening. Inhale, knee towards that left armpit. And exhale, we press. Big inhale, draw that left knee back. Exhale, we press. And continue to do that or stay here. We can hold on to that left foot with the right hand. Lift that left leg up over the shoulder, or perched and nursing on top of that left elbow. Allowing the left leg to hang. Hands either side of the shoulders. Press strongly. One side is bound to be easier than the other, guys. Pressing strongly out the left foot on an inhale. See if you can lift the hips. Core's got to be engaged, or maybe lift that left leg. You can try, or you can bring that left foot on top of the right foot. Really find that balance. You're going to feel a little bit unstable, so think about drawing the belly in. As we draw the shoulders forward, we press the feet over to the left. Staying as long as feels comfortable for you. You're bound to have a few face plants first time round. Pressing back up now as we release. Circling those shoulders, guys. How do you feel? Circling the wrists. Sorry, they're not your shoulders. Circling your wrists. Taking the feet nice and wide now. Pressing away from those feet. Rotating the inner thighs away. Big inhale. Again, we lengthen. As we exhale, walk those hands forward. The toes are going to want to roll in. So roll those toes up. Rolling the inner thighs away. Just go to where you feel the stretch in those inner thighs. And we stay here. Relaxing through the shoulders. When those inner thighs and groins start to open a little bit more, you can walk the hands forward a little bit more. And soften the chin and the chest down towards the mat. Witnessing each in-breath and each out-breath. And we can walk those hands back in, slowly rolling back up. As we bring the legs together and gently roll those legs. Bringing those arms forwards now. Big inhale, we lengthen. As we exhale, scoop tailbone under. And we slowly roll down through the spine. Setting each vertebrae one at a time down onto the mat, guys. Bending those legs so those feet are underneath the knees for Shavasana bridge pose, and then maybe a wheel if you fancy, if you have done one before. So with those feet underneath the knees, arms are down by those sides, chins tucked down to the chest to lengthen the neck. And remember, for this pose, full pose, we don't want to be rested on that C7, on that neck bone. We're wanting to really work onto the shoulders. So take a big breath in, feel those lungs expand. As we exhale, scoop the tailbone under. You're going to feel the lower back uncurl and open and be supportive on the floor. And we press into the feet as we start to lift the hips. Peeling each of the vertebrae one at a time away from the floor. As we lift up, the knees are going to want to flick out. We've got to draw those knees in. Think of that alignment. Remember, HATHA is all about reconstructing our body, our mind and our energy. And it's very, very alignment focused. But we're all different bodies, so we've all different alignment. As long as we all go in and out of each asana safely, it is all. And from here, press out of the feet, see if you can lift the hips a little higher, strongly in the core. And And you're going to want to see if you can roll that right shoulder back and under. Then the left shoulder back and under. I'm no longer resting on my neck, so I'm resting on my shoulders. Arms can hang down. You can even bind those hands and work the hands down towards the feet and shimmy the shoulders back a little bit more. Lovely for the thyroid guide work, guys, working into the metabolism. Boosting that thyroid. How does your back feel? Really engaging those pelvic floor. We can release the bind. Relax the shoulders and slowly release vertebrae by vertebrae from the upper back and down. And allow the back to feel heavy and relaxed. Just taking a few breaths here before we do one more. If you are used to doing a wheel, you're very welcome to do a wheel instead of your final bridge. For a wheel, do be very careful, guys. We want to really respect our necks and our backs. So if you haven't done one before, don't do it. We want to bring the hands behind so they're underneath the shoulders. Pressing strongly out of the hands on an inhale, we lift. I try to draw the chest forwards. Allow the head to hang, press strongly in the feet. Very strong back bend, guys. Remember your setu bandha, your bridge. Chin to chest when you're ready to come down as you slowly ease back down to the shoulders and vertebrae by vertebrae, back down to the floor. We can bring our knees into the chest now. And we gently rock side to side or make circles with those knees. 4 or 5 times in one direction. And 4 or 5 times in the other direction. Keeping that right knee drawn in now, extend and lengthen through that left leg. Right arm goes out in line with the right shoulder. We're going to draw that right knee over to the left into varied spinal twist. Right shoulder grounds down as we take the eyes to look over the right shoulder. Left hand to that right knee and you can draw it down, allow it to be heavy. Keep lifting up through the right side of the lower back. If you want to deepen that stretch, bend that left leg under. You can reach the right hand down and see if you can hold on to those left toes. For Tibetan wetland pose. Right knee can draw higher, we can hold on to those right toes and extend that right leg. Pressing away from the right foot, drawing that left foot in. You're going to feel the chest open, try to soften through the chest, soften through the shoulders. And we let it go. Again, feet onto the floor, gently windmilling the knees side to side. Easing out the lower back, the pelvis. And then again, under core control, both knees draw into the chest, keeping the left knee in, lengthening that right leg away. Left arm goes long and we hold on to the left knee with the right hand. And draw that left knee over, just to where that left shoulder wants to lift. Eyes look over the left shoulder to open into the neck. You can bend that right under leg and see if the left hand can hold on to the right foot, but don't allow the left shoulder to lift. Quite a hard little asana posture. We can bring that left knee higher, see if you can hold on to those left toes and lengthen and extend through that left leg. Really opening up into that abductor, that outer right hip, opening into the chest, opening into the thighs, the hamstrings. Working a lot of the lower body. And we can let it go. Again, feet nice and wide as your mat. And We start to draw the knees side to side. And lengthen those legs long. And let's start to stretch through the body, stretching the arms and the legs away, pressing through the feet, reaching through the arm. Taking a few breaths here. Allowing the lower back to soften, the shoulders to draw away from the ears, the palms facing each other. Lying mountain pose. And allow the arms to come down beside your body. Take the feet as wide as your mat for Shavasana. Allowing the legs and the feet to flop outwards. The arms rest down to the sides, the palms face up, the fingers curl naturally towards the palm. Rolling the shoulders back and down away from the ears. Allowing the whole of the back to soften as you drop your chin towards your chest. And close the eyes, guys. Allow the lines on the forehead to soften. The eyes to relax. Cheeks to side, the jaws to soften. A little space between the lips. Start to notice your breath. Just noticing the breath as it enters and leaves the body through the nose. And as you breathe and allow the body to relax, start to absorb all of that beautiful prana, that energy we have created during practice. This energy may appear in a form of heat or tingle. Feel these tingles, especially in the hands or anywhere around the body. Trying to become as still as you can, as soon as you can. Inhale, you feel the belly rise, the chest expand, the collarbones lift. And as you exhale, the belly falls, the chest softens, and the collarbones soften back down. Just noticing what happens in the body as you breathe. Start to bring a little bit of movement into the fingers, into the toes. And you can stretch those arms and legs away, allowing the body to yawn, to stretch. And those arms can come down and we bend the knees and roll over onto whatever side of the body feels good for you. Taking a few breaths here. Noticing if your energy feels more grounded. Noticing how you feel. In your own time, we can slowly press back up to sitting. To easy cross-leg position. Bringing those hands to the heart, guys. Thumb knuckles to the heart as we lengthen up and close the eyes, dropping your chin towards your chest. Bringing something or someone into your thoughts. Someone who maybe needs a little bit of healing, by your thoughts, by your prayers, by your love. Offering this practice to that person. Thank you for joining me on the mat today, guys. I look forward to seeing you all very soon, hopefully in person. Bow your chin to your chest, connecting to your divine energy. And we all finish with Namaste.